Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the Mountaineers and a fan base that has been, shall we say, preparing since early in the morning for the battle we have in store. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 15, here's the return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. On the ground, it's Hubbard. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got room to work. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll keep it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end, crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of this sport.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Finds him out of the backfield. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
Going to run it. It's Hubbard. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He'll send out the kicker here. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
He runs out of bounds at the 40. 2nd down coming up.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
Goes to the option. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Number 0 in the
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Run it with the fullback. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
On the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll send the back in motion. Now on the option. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's got it. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Gives it on the option. It's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
And the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Not always the O-line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set. First down. We'll send the tight end in motion. Gives it on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Sends it back in motion. He'll pull it down and run. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
The Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Maryland pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Terps players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They'll run it from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long.
42 Spider.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hubbard. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Hubbard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
And the Mountaineers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Mountaineers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Boyd. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Looking for room, it's Braswell.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Turning it on. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
At the 20.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets the back moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Strasburg. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Boyd. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Now they'll run it to the right here. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Brings up
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hamilton. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Boyd. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Hamilton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Taking it the other way.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Just going to keep it after the snap. Finds a little space. There he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. UMass has had almost no answers today, and when they have had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Amherst. They're trailing by 16 to Toledo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Back open in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Boyd. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
Let's go!
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Finds his tight end. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Might be changing the route. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Mountaineers will snap it on first and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Dances away to buy time. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Not a chance. Missed it. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Motion from the back. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? Man, you find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude,
breaks into the open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
And the Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Boyd. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Lane. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's a heat. Scrambling away. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
On the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. So 3 previous red zone trips and 3 points. That's not efficient. They'd like to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Georgia Tech, 35. West Virginia, 10.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up.
Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
West Virginia.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Georgia Tech, 35. West Virginia, 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. Quick release by the QB. And the 45 on its way. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Braswell. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Moving away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A strike downfield.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the stomping has commenced.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
West Virginia.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Hubbard. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Now from inside the red zone. Quickly complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Oh, they're after him. Lets it fly. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. There he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the pummeling has started.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, the running back has it. Just tried to barge their way forward out of the gun and still couldn't find any room to run.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Offense rolls back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really breaks into the open. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Takes a handoff. It's Hosley. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
They'll send the back in motion. Here comes the option. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the 1st down, a new set of downs for this offense.
The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right. As soon as he got the ball.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fights off a defender. He had a whole host of defenders he had to dodge in the backfield.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football and gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Wants to go up top. Buying some time. Did the work himself. And is slipped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Over.
Man, that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down.